how good and talented Arizona is on the offensive end of the floor. What Princeton did to them to slow them down was really impressive. And oftentimes when there's an upset in a 116 game or 215, there's an outlier statistically. That's the reason why, whether it's a big difference in free throws made or the core seed made a ton of three-point shots. They went 4-25 from the three-point line against Arizona and still won the game. So I think that speaks to what they're able to do on the backboards, their ball security, what they do defensively is really, really impressive. So, and when you're in the Sweet 16, every team's coming off 2 great wins, so everybody's playing with confidence. And we're going to see a really good team on Friday, and if we think for a second that we can look past them, we'll be on a flight home Saturday morning.
Your guys have had moments throughout the year, but specifically now in this tournament where they've looked like they've carried an edge with them into their performances. Have you tapped into that at all? Your guys' nature of trying to find other things to motivate them?
This is a confident group. It always has been, but they've never let that confidence get in the way of really working hard at our preparation, and that has to be the case this week. And we talked yesterday in the film room about when things were tough and there was a lot of outside noise. My message to them was to avoid that noise. Don't let that noise impact what we have to get done on the practice floor. The same can be said when things are going great. You have to avoid that noise as well. You can smile, you can say thank you, you can pump their fist, you can take a pat on the back, but when you come to this practice floor, you got to be ready to prepare. So while I want them to enjoy this week while we're still in Omaha, we've got a lot of work to do, and they need to be focused when it's time to do that.
So you wouldn't use the noise to motivate? I mean, they seem to. Do you discourage that, encourage that, avoid that?
I would prefer that they avoid the noise as much as possible, because generally when it's bad, things aren't as bad as the noise would make it seem, and when it's good, things generally aren't quite as good as that noise would make it seem. The truth is usually somewhere in the middle.